have a battery pack.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes by my window. Hits my chest right in the morning.
This morning we are yet again in a hurry. I know, or we have used our 72-hour transportation pass officially for 71 hours and 44 minutes.
So we want to use it again, one last time.
So we're trying to rush to the bus so that we can get to the changing of the guard ceremony here and see if we can use the pass one more time before we have to give it up and don't have any more modes of transportation. Looks like it worked.
So this morning we are going to the changing of the guard at the Stockholm Royal Palace.
So just like you saw, we did get onto the bus just like we hoped to, but now our 72-hour pass is done. So we're going to be walking back today, but luckily it's beautiful Stockholm weather. Well, when we get to see this changing the guard, that's going to now be London at Buckingham Palace. The South Korean changing of the guard at, I think it's Gyeongbokgung Palace. And then we think we saw one in Denmark. It was a lot smaller and unofficial, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was like their big official ceremony though.
And so this will be possibly our 4th changing the guard ceremony. So I'm excited about it.
So we're waiting for the changing of the guard in this big courtyard area. And as you can see, it's not crazy crowded. We're about 15 minutes out, but I think in the winter, it's probably not as crowded as it would be in the summertime, is my guess. In the winter time online, it showed that this happens twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays, but it looks like it happens a lot more often in the summer. So this is the time that we were able to come while we're here in Stockholm. We were wondering what this palace is, what they use it for now, because we went and already saw the one where the royal family lives now, but we did see that they house the crown jewels here.
Angelägenhet att vara honnörsvakt och skydda vår kungafamilj vid både Stockholms och Drottningholms slott. There have been royal guards at the royal palace since 15.
That was the Swedish changing of the guards at the Royal Palace, and it was so cool.
Yeah, so the ones we've been to before have been more ceremonial. This one was a lot more like showing what they do in their military. They're different. What's it called?
Well, so the ceremony started with a guy who came out and he was talking about what they were going to be doing and walked you through each step of the changing of the guard ceremony, which is something they did at the South Korean one as well. But this one was cool because the South Korean one was just like a reenactment of what a changing of the guard was.
Long time ago, yeah.
This one was like a real, this is what we do, which was very cool in that aspect.
Yeah, like this is what each time the bugler played something, he would say what order that meant or what that meant the troops were supposed to do. And so that was cool, getting to learn about that.
So the ceremony also lasted for like 40 minutes.
It's very long.
Super long. And it was only that long because it's about towards the end of it, they actually transitioned to where the bugler and the drummer came up towards the crowd, and they just played through different music that they play to call in the troops in the evening, whenever it's like a ceasefire, whenever you fire your weapons, different things, just so you can learn those different pieces of music and what it represents in the military. So the actual ceremony was not as long as the 40 minutes was. It was just because of the additional things that they did that made it last so long, which added, I think, to it also. But this is one of my favorite ones because you also got to get so close to the troops.
Yeah.
Unlike like Buckingham Palace where you're like
Pretty
behind
far.
a barrier that, super far. You got to be really close and really see all the details of what was going on, which is really pretty neat. So after getting done with the changing of the guard ceremony, we were freezing, and so we found this really cool restaurant / coffee shop to come and chill out in, actually thaw out in. And I feel like the Campbell soup commercial where the kid comes in and he's like a little snowman and he eats his Campbell soup and he thaws out.
So, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell soup.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Campbell's makes everything.
We got cappuccinos to warm up, and Aubrey had to get some Swedish meatballs so we can compare to IKEA, and we're gonna eat those while we try to actually warm up.
So the meatballs are kind of like just a normal meatball, but the sauce is amazing. It's really creamy. Very good. The meatballs, yeah, probably similar to IKEA, but the sauce is different. IKEA didn't have that. I like it.
But value-wise, IKEA wins. So after warming up a little bit, the palace is in Old Town. So this little island is all Old Town. So we're gonna walk around here for a little while and just take in the beautiful old cobblestone streets of Stockholm, and then the House of Nobility, and there's a church, a Lutheran church that we're gonna go walk around and see. But so far, it looks like it's beautiful over here.
This is the House of Nobility, and saw online and here on the sign that it's only open for visitors from 11 to 12, so you have like a 1 hour window to go see it. So we're not gonna go see it. But it looks like it used to be where like the parliament would meet, so now the nobility just meet here every few years just to go over administrative matters.
So we're at Holmen Cathedral, and this has been the official burial grounds of the royal family from 1290 up until the 1950s. And this was finished construction and I guess christened in 1300. So we have over 700 years of history at this one important church in Stockholm. This used to be the hub of Stockholm until the city started growing around it. So we did read online that you cannot actually visit it in the month of January, which is very unusual and very unfortunate for us because we are here only in January. But it's very impressive from the outside. Very neat brickwork, which is very unique compared to other cathedrals that we've seen so far in Europe. It's not like a stone facade or marble facade like a bunch of them. This one is brick. I'm gonna take you out onto the lake with me. There's ice skating lines here and huge boats and meat.
Back to our Airbnb. Today it was a lot colder because we didn't have a lot of indoor stuff planned. We were just standing outside for the changing of the guard, and it got us really cold really quickly. So we came back a little early, and we are just going to make dinner here and call it a night.
Yes, so we are so glad that you made it to this point in the video, and we thank you for watching it. If you enjoy these, please like and subscribe to this channel so that you can keep watching along with our adventures, and we'll be excited to see you in the next video.
Na-na.